Hello, welcome back to Bald and Board Games. I'm Bald.
I'm bored.
And we have a different kind of tournament this month.
Yeah.
It's less a tournament against one another and more of a tournament with one another against the game.
Which kind of fits into our May theme. So for our general Thursday theme for May, we're doing solo board games, but in a semi-cooperative fashion where I play for a little bit, we get to a stopping point, then it switches, and neither Nick nor I on the opponent's turn can talk about decision making. We'll have conversations with you guys about random stuff, but we can't talk about the game. So
It's gonna go terribly.
Yeah, kind of in that fashion, we're like, let's do a co-op mini game.
Yeah, it's not gonna work out very well
not.
at all, especially with the games where we're like literally taking turns one after another, because you're not gonna plan for shit.
Oh no. Which is exactly why we're playing Wavelength.
Woohoo!
If you don't know what Wavelength is, very simple game. You have this dial that spins around, and it gives you a grouping. What you have to do is based on a card set, so we'll use this as an example here, you pick either side. So scary animal, nice animal. And you put that there, scary animals on the left, nice animals all the way on the right. So I want to give, if I'm the clue giver, Nick a clue to try to have him guess in about this range. So when he guesses, he'll slide this red dial up and around to wherever you think it goes. So if I was going this, I need to get a nice animal. I would say, what's that? A semi,
Hamster.
that's super nice.
Okay.
So I'm trying to guess like here. So I would give something that's a nice animal, but like
Seagull.
could be a dick.
Seagull.
Seagulls always dicks.
Yeah, but they don't like, they're nice.
Yeah.
They're not gonna eat you.
Pigeon. Yeah, duh.
Okay,
I don't know.
Pigeon. A
Pigeon.
A pigeon.
So yeah, so if let's say he were
Tiger
to,
shark.
if he were to guess there, we would then open this up and
Hey.
2 points.
Woo.
So this is normally meant to be played one full team and a second full team, and you would do it similar to code names and whatnot, where you have a clue giver and the other people trying to guess on your team. We're gonna play where one of us gives the clues, the other guesses. So we're just each gonna play 10 rounds where we pick a card. So 20 rounds or 20 turns total. If we collectively get 50 or more points, we'll consider that a win for Bald and Board Games. If we get less than 50 points, it'll be considered a loss for Bald and Board Games.
So how many points do we need to get each round?
Works out 3 or it'd be like 2.7.
Okay. All right.
So between 2 and 3. So that's why it kind of works out. So you get 2, 3, 4. So if we were to get 3 points, 18 or 17 rounds, that's 51.
Got it.
And there's 2 sides of the 3, so pretty decent chance. We'll see how it goes. We'll get a few test rounds in probably, and then hopefully get in a comfort zone.
Yeah. All right. We'll see how it goes. All right. And as we play, whoever's turn it is, we'll be turning it slightly towards us like this. So you're never going to be able to see the actual word, but you'll be able to see where the stuff is here.
Yeah.
So that way the other person can't see the card that's in front. Typically, we turn it fully sideways, and you play that way. But
Which you could, yeah. Yeah, that would work, because I can't see that.
Cool. All righty.
Yeah.
Spin the wheel, so who goes first.
And then what we'll do is we'll always put this all the way back to the right afterwards,
Okay.
so it's just like consistent.
10-0. Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Would you like to go first?
Sure.
Here we go. Turn.
Yeah. You can't see anything yet. I didn't open the thing yet.
Yeah.
All right. Well, first, let's pick the card before I even know where the thing is. So we'll pick a random card. Some of these will be a white center. It's not this one. That's advanced, but normally you wouldn't have this in the game, but we're all in board games. We always are. Oh, that's going to be a fun one. Oh, hold on. But do we decide before? Are we going to go where we give the clue based on what we personally think or what the other person is going to think?
I mean, we're working together, so that's the game, right?
Yeah, we can decide that beforehand on how we want to give the clue.
No. Like, literally, it can be either way. Whatever you think is going to be the easiest
easiest? Okay,
way.
sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
We're working together, so I don't think we need to... Like, if it's...
Because like, like movies, or we're going to think very
So, for
differently.
instance, if it's something that... If it's, like, gross, you could say mayonnaise to me.
Yeah,
Where it's
okay.
not gross to you, but it's gross to me.
Yeah.
So, it depends
But
on
I'm thinking like, if this is movies, and you say Texas Chainsaw Massacre, we think very differently on that movie.
Right. But then that's where it comes down to knowing us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's not the end. We want to predetermine that. So here it is. All the way on the left is going to be hot. All the way on the right is going to be cold.
So 0 to 10, like we mentioned.
Well, so 0 is going to be hot.
Yeah.
10 is going to be cold. Hot and cold's the card.
Oh, you can say what's on the card.
No, yeah, you can know what's on the card for sure.
Oh.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
Got it. That's right. 'Cause you're trying to get me to guess the range. That's
Yeah, I'm just trying to guess the range.
That's right. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So hot all the way over there, cold all the way to my side.
Okay. Yeah. So I can see that too.
Yeah. The clue has to be like one word or phrase. Unlike code names, you can give more than one word.
It's simple.
You just can't give a description. So we were given the example earlier. If you were to say a movie, you can say the movie name, but you can't say the movie after drinking 3 beers and eating a pizza.
No, code names you can only give one word.
Oh, I know. So
after
it's
that,
similar, but like it's similar where it's like
Gotcha.
one clue per
Gotcha.
se.
All right. And I'm drinking. This is gonna go well.
All right. So let me think here real quick. Let's get a good start.
Hot and cold.
Katy Perry.
Ooh. Lukewarm.
No, she has a song called Hot and Cold.
I know.
Oh.
I know. I was just ended. I don't know what is on this pen, but Jen clearly used to clean some. Oh, that's candle wax. That's what it is.
Nice. All right, let's
Looked like food.
go here. Hopefully, this will make sense. The equator.
The equator.
I think you might want to hold. Oh no, that you don't have to hold that.
So the equator, middle, but it's hot, which is versatile. Yeah,
Is that your guess?
that's my guess.
All right.
Oh,
Perfect for it.
Hell yeah!
Good guess. There we go.
Nice.
I was
good,
like-
good clue.
I'm like, okay, volcano is like really hot. I'm like, temperature wise.
How pissed would you have been if I just stopped in the middle? Because
You almost did, and you're like center. I'm like, no, not like that.
No. I was going through like okay, equator's midway, but we're doing hot and cold, so that means
Yeah.
it's past this point. So let's go boom, cause hot. All right.
As soon as you said equator's in the middle, I'm like, ah, damn it. You went right to this. Like, I'm not gonna give a clue like
Feel the
that.
suspense.
All right.
All right.
So
Move your head.
up to 2.
I can choose either side, right?
Yeah. Let me spin it like 2-3 times to give a good random shuffle there.
Okay. So the sides are scary animal.
No, I didn't.
Nice animal. So scary animal, nice animal. All right. Scary animal, nice animal.
Well, it's not pigeon, so. Why'd you pick that side?
Because the other side would have been harder. Okay.
Well, he's thinking of this since this is very on topic. If you're watching this YouTube video, put in the comments, do you think 100 men can beat one gorilla or one gorilla beat 100 men? That is a huge TikTok trend right now.
I know, it's so weird. I don't know where it came from. We're going to go with chimpanzee.
Chimpanzee. Okay. So not an ape or gorilla, which would be way over there. Chimpanzee. A little bit more on the nicer side. You can go to like a zoo. They kind of climb around you. But they could be a dick in time.
Kind of climb around you.
You can like they'll climb up on you all the time at different zoos. Like you can like play with, you can like hang out with them.
I'm just laughing at your description. Your brain working.
They're not.
through
I'm
it.
not gonna put like super
Making
nice.
fun of
animal.
me. I'm like equator's in the middle.
Yeah. I was thinking super nice animal would probably be something like maybe like a dolphin or a dove. Yeah. I'm gonna guess
Or-
chimpanzee.
Or a dolphin dove.
Might have to be animals. My least favorite topic. One of my least. Probably in this whole game. This is the whole thing. One of my least favorite
Oh,
topics.
God damn it! I should have said Tucker.
No, it's already there.
No, Tucker has.
No, scary nights doesn't even help.
Exactly.
I was like, wait. Okay, so if ape is all over there, I'm gonna go. I think chimp might be more on the nice side. What is a chimp gonna do that's scary? They're not gonna eat you. They'll throw shit at you, maybe. I'm gonna go there. Oh no.
You're so wrong. Chimps will eat you.
They're like a little chimp.
No, chimpanzees are the ones that like they have the whole documentary where like ripping people's faces off
Haven't seen
and
it.
stuff. But like in general, like people like most people know that chimpanzees are incredibly dangerous. But yeah, you mentioned gorillas, so like okay, he thinks gorillas are like top of the line ridiculous, which they would
Probably
be.
like a tiger.
So like
gorilla,
okay,
yeah.
what's slightly
Come on.
below a gorilla?
Oh.
Chimpanzee?
No, it's not.
You're like chimpanzees just above a dove.
And that's why we're playing this game.
That's a 0. Oh wait,
No, that's round counter.
this is 0.
Oh.
We just did 1.
Oh.
We just did 1.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Amazing.
Oh,
We're at 4. Our average is 2, so we're
not
we're
bad.
still in good shape.
Oh no, we're gonna vastly differ on that one. I'm gonna read this out just so you know, because we're not gonna use that side anyway. Requires luck, requires skill. I'm like, not a fan of that one. We're gonna go on this side. Because we might think differently on certain
Well,
things.
you're a gambler, so things I think are entirely skill.
Yes,
No, it's luck.
exactly. Things on your side are the dirtiest, cleanest.
Okay, you know where you're at.
I did not.
Okay, let's say.
Did not look yet.
Did you spin it at all?
Oh no, I did. Yeah.
Okay. So dirtiest, cleanest.
Yeah.
Still might be way off.
No. We can do this one.
Okay. Dirty, clean.
Oh, I can't describe it too much.
Nope.
It's an easy like 2-word.
Can't you just say more either? You can't say clean laundry.
Imagine. Clean laundry, dirty laundry.
10, but it's like actually in the middle somehow. In the comments, let us know what you think is dirty or clean. And play along. We won't know until
I'm
later
gonna
on.
throw a ball in left field and hope that we're on the same wavelength here.
Okay.
Pun intended.
Haha.
Mud pile.
Dirty or clean. Okay. Mud pile is very dirty. So are we going not very dirty because there's technically water in there? Mud pile. A pile of mud. So I think it's definitely on the dirty side for sure. For some reason, I don't think it's the most dirty. Shot in the dark.
So wrong.
Dirty, damn it!
I'm like, what's the dirtiest thing I can think of? And I was gonna go like an item, but I'm like, no, because you can argue either way.
You could have said Cali.
I'm like, dirtiest thing, mud. Mud is literally
Okay.
pure dirt.
I
The word dirt is in mud.
what is that? I reverse psychology myself. Like,
We're working together. It's not supposed to be me tricking
I know.
you.
I don't know why I thought you.
I literally saw it all the way. I'm like, oh, okay,
It
cool.
was
we can do
literally
this.
the phrase you said before you said the words would trip me up. I hope we're on the same wavelength.
Oh,
Mud
goddamn.
pile. Because like, okay, so he clearly doesn't mean mud pile. That's what tripped me up.
God damn it. Should have done the request. I didn't know what the thing was. That was first. I would have done luck and skill.
Yeah, so I'm looking for.
Because what's would have been the easiest thing ever. Requires luck. I would have literally just said a casino.
Yeah, exactly.
We're not doing good.
All right, let's see. Interesting. Ooh, that's a fun one. Okay.
I wonder if we'll
yeah.
win any of the 4 of these this
I
month.
don't know why I'm covering the back. It's like the answers are on
Yeah.
the back. I'm so used to
Here's
the
how to
background.
title.
All right, so towards you is most powerful god. Towards me is
Oh, nice.
least powerful god.
I saw this randomly as I shuffled them.
Yeah, because it's on the back of Infamous and Famous.
Oh, that was how I saw it. It wasn't when I was shuffling. It was that.
All right, most powerful god.
How did we do that? I shuffled these back in, and we
We
picked 2 of
shuffled
the 3
The
examples.
same way that every time we've tested among fiends, we've drawn the
Yeah.
one clue every time that gives away the thing.
All right, so least powerful god's your side, most powerful my side.
Least powerful god. Most powerful god.
Pick one I'll know at least. Too.
Oh, yeah. Well. We literally just got done playing a game with gods. You know Greek gods. I'm not going to use Roman gods because I don't know them that well. Definitely not going to say Jesus.
Not a god. Just a dude.
Ooh, God, because all gods are powerful. So it's like, okay, how would they rank? All right. Poseidon.
Okay. Rules all water. God of the sea. So in terms of how powerful is being God of the sea versus God of other things. So obviously Zeus would be all the way to my side, most likely. Or Kronos or Zeus.
Kronos isn't a god, he's a titan.
That's true. But Zeus would be. So like Zeus would be this far, okay. So Poseidon's definitely weaker than Zeus per se in terms of powerfulness. I'm assuming we're going gods and goddesses equally here. I would go.
Yes.
I would go like Zeus here.
he's like, all right, so
A woman.
so gods, gods. No. You're on 2 by the way now.
Oh yeah. I think Poseidon still. Other than Zeus. Like Hades, I would think would be like just under Zeus. I think Hades is extremely powerful. I think Poseidon.
Oh my goodness.
Is gonna be. I don't know where gods are powerful. Poseidon. He rules the whole fucking ocean. All of the animals in the ocean. I'm going right there.
Hey,
it's almost on the line.
Hey, yeah. I did the same thing. I was like, okay, Greek's easiest. Zeus, top of the line.
Oh, he is, yeah.
Hades, right after that. I was like,
yeah, so we had the same mind.
I was like, third in line.
You gave a hem and a haw when I said Hades is like under Zeus.
Did I give a hem and a
haw?
Yeah. Oh,
I was like, Hades would probably be next. You're like, oh.
Oh, no. I said,
Oh, I heard, oh. Like, oh, no.
No, I was agreeing with you. So we are at 7.
All right, 7 after 4. We're a little under, but that was the warm. Now, like,
yeah, now
we get better.
We're just saying each other's things.
I've been here for
I don't know why that one's a hard
18 months because of how we define the strength of that god. And again, are you comparing against Roman and Greek and Norse and everything else, or are you just comparing just against Greeks?
So the letters? Oh, it says advanced.
Advanced Sound Center, yeah.
I was like, did the letters mean anything?
Yeah.
It says advanced.
Oh, I picked another advanced. Oh. Wait, did you look at this before you picked a side or no?
Yeah.
You looked at where it is before you picked a side? Okay.
Yeah, that's how you explain the game. You would spin that, do that, then pick a card.
Okay.
Are we supposed to do it the other way around?
No, you don't have to.
No, definitely.
No, that's fine. Because then it makes it easier to pick.
Yeah, that's why I did that, for sure.
All right, here's our thing.
We can make it harder.
I think that's how I did it the first one. I just picked the sides and then, yeah.
Like, oh, shit.
That's exactly how I did it. Oh, jeez.
Still not shit? All right.
Both sides.
Both sides are dog.
Or we both answer these very differently.
Okay. There we go. If you happen to catch this video in May, let us know what solo game you would like us to play.
Because we're
unintentionally rhymed.
Yeah. Because we're a board game channel, we're picking this one. Underrated game, overrated game.
All right. Don't look at our collection.
No.
Okay, but don't make it obvious.
I was getting a mental baseline.
Underrated game, overrated game. Interesting. We've done some reviews. You can find those on our channel as well if you haven't seen those yet. We did a whole ranking of Italo games. Not every single one he has, but a large chunk of them. He recently had a post up today for the Speakeasy production. Money tokens came in. Very good.
Okay.
Looks very cool.
Oh no. This is probably gonna go so wrong, but I have a game.
Underrated games, overrated games. Let's see. Underrated swordsman guy. Excuse me.
Ticket to Ride.
Ticket to Ride?
You can't do that.
Oh, shit. Sorry, I was trying to
Well, we're going to do the other side. I'm just going to respin. We're still using the topic.
Sorry, my bad. I was literally going... My mind was doing this. Because you think it's overrated.
Yeah, but I was trying to like push it down a little bit. Like, okay, you don't think it's like just going to...
Okay, all right.
We screwed it up, so...
Different
We're still going to do the same topic.
Okay.
I respawn, and we have a new location.
Okay, my bad. That's all. You can't do that. Just fucking open it.
Actually, no, it'd be unfair to do the same topic.
Yeah, you gotta do a different one.
We'll do the other side of it.
Hilarious.
So the other side of this...
Yeah, because I knew where you were for Ticket to Ride,
Yeah.
so I could just gauge it off
Yeah.
yeah.
Unreasonable phobia, reasonable phobia.
Okay. That's interesting. You don't know the technical...
No, I have these. This should be
Okay.
good. Death.
Unreasonable phobia, reasonable phobia. Being afraid of death. So now Steve thinks very logically like me, where it's unreasonable to be afraid of death because it's going to happen to you. But reasonably, someone could be afraid. I'm going to go with it's unreasonable to be afraid of death. I'm going to go right there, though.
Like the average person, that 99.9% of people are afraid of death.
Why? Because we're playing this game. We're playing this game.
I don't know what else like you would think is reasonable.
Oh my fucking god.
I don't think anything is a reasonable phobia.
Oh my fucking
So I'm like, okay, a vast majority of people are probably afraid to die. So we'll go with that's the most reasonable thing would be you're afraid of. Like heights and everything, I don't think any of that's really reasonable.
Again,
Like,
I'm thinking like what you and I would find reasonable or unreasonable. Just like I would
But
think
like
you and I
heights,
would find...
I would find that unreasonable. I'm like,
I'm not afraid of heights.
yeah, but exactly. So I don't know what else to say for that. For all the way to the right. And that's why I had to pick the other side. I would just say Ticket to Ride again and be like, oh, okay, it's all the way to the right.
Yeah. Maybe. Or else I would put it right back to where it was.
I don't know if I could pick the game higher than Ticket to Ride.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Uh,
Alright. Tired, wired. Difficult to use, easy to use. Ooh, I'm gonna go with difficult to use, easy to use. That's interesting.
wow.
So easy to use is your way, difficult to use is my way.
Well, it's not here because he would have tired of wired and said monster. It was all the way over.
That's true. Difficult to use, easy to use. English would be way too obvious.
Difficult to use.
Yeah, exactly. Difficult to use, easy to use. Skateboard.
Okay. It's a good hint. Alright. So it's definitely not on the extremes.
I think we're also confining ourselves to like a word or like 3 words.
No, but it has to be like clean and concise. You
Okay,
can't
good.
you can't describe something out. So you can say more than one word, but it has to be
Just make
like
sure we're not making our job
no.
hard.
It has to be like a clean, concise hint.
Yeah.
So you can't be like, oh, skateboarding in the dark like that. You can't say that as the hint. You have to
Easy.
All right, so I would say I think this is almost in the. I think it's somewhere within. It's not my guess yet. I think it's somewhere within the middle range. Like it's not super easy to use. Like you do have to. It's a skill set involved. We're not talking about professional skateboarders. Skateboarding. You get on, you ride it, you figure it out. Riding a bike would be simpler. I think it's gonna be just on the more difficult side to use. I think it's gonna be like right there. Oh, just on the other side.
Just on the other side. I thought a bicycle would be too easy. So that I had the same thought. Bicycle
I'd be
is
like,
easier.
to me, like down here would have been like cell phone, like using a cell phone.
Right, so I figured bicycle would be about halfway.
That was a
and
good clue.
I was like, okay, skateboard's slightly harder than the bike, but you're like hard.
I just think there's more skill involved in skateboarding.
Yeah. But it depends on what I would literally just using.
Yeah, even using though, because like stopping on a bike is significantly easier than stopping on a skateboard.
No, it's not. You put it down.
Not if you're going downhill.
what the fuck? It's not easy to stop downhill on a bike either. You're going
It's
with the
easier
handlebars.
than
You forget
skateboard.
which one's the back brake, which one's the front brake. You're going on the handlebars. That was 3 for me.
Yep.
I don't think we're gonna make it to 50.
This gives a bunch of perfect scores.
We'll see.
What do we got? 7 left each. 14 times 4. That's 56.
All right.
You can do it.
Okay.
See how bad I pick a card. Oh,
Yeah.
I can get rid of that.
So essentially, what will happen is if we don't get to 50, then it'll be a dash.
Yeah.
If we get to a winning
this.
total, then we'll just put win in there instead of ball or board first. Yeah. And then at the end of this month, it'll say either win or a dash. A win will just count for both of us in the tally for the end of the year to see who wins. Okay.
Yeah. Which makes it easier since we'll have 11 head-to-head months where one of us should be the clear winner because as of right now, someone's won each month. There's been no tie at the end of a month.
Well, if we win this, we'll be tied still.
Well, that's what I'm saying, yeah. If we win or lose this, we're still tied.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
true.
hold on. I forgot what this was.
Yep. Not looking, not looking.
Okay. Shit. Oh my god.
Shit, my God. Oh, holy
These
dingleberry.
both are brutal for me.
Yeah. Yikes.
You have book it was better. I have movie was better.
Interesting. You don't read.
Yep. I'm gonna go on common knowledge.
God, you fucking say Twilight. I didn't read the Twilight books.
I never would have given you that
But I've
clue.
heard. I don't think- have you read the Twilight books?
No,
Okay, I didn't think so. Interesting.
but I love the movie, so like
Yeah,
that
so
one.
you said you're going on common knowledge, like what people would say.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Hunger Games.
Hunger Games. Book was better. Movie was better. I'm not gonna open it this time. Hunger Games. 4 and up. Nice. All right, we're at 11.
All right, we might do this. Although we've got a 4 twice out of 7.
Here, you moved your thing up.
Yeah.
I've heard your eyes, sir. Okay. Movie. No. All right, let's see.
Another advance.
Yeah,
Awesome.
interesting. Ooh.
Oh, that side we're debating on real hard. The other side.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm looking at this one.
Unless it was on one extreme or the other.
Okay.
He's not going to do it for the content.
No, I can't.
Please tell him what it was.
It's bad Disney character, good Disney character. Does it mean good person, bad person, or a bad character and a good like? Yeah. No, I'm gonna do
If it was here, you could say Stitch for me.
because I want to win.
Yeah, valid.
So you are identical. I am similar.
Oh, okay. I do know the difference in these two words.
Twins.
You gotta be shitting me. You have both. Literally both exist. You didn't say paternal versus fraternal.
Twins.
No. Should I just guess dead center? My God. That's the worst clue you've given. Oh my God.
It's actually.
Okay, I'm going dead center.
So close.
Oh.
That's why I said twins. That's why I said twins. Because I assumed you're my and because I didn't specify.
Yeah, that's why
because
you're the center.
I can't say identical twins.
That's
But though,
true.
so twins, they could be identical, but if I don't find a way to specify, I wouldn't use twins if I couldn't say that. So I assumed you would have been like, okay, twins.
We have two
They're
types
not,
of twins. One is
they're not identical, so then it must just be like slightly past, like slightly towards it. But it's all good. All right. Thought I had that one.
kind of in the same mindset.
Thought I had that one. Yeah, close, very close.
Hang on up.
Yeah. Actually, you know what we can do? If we want a winner, we can do based on who got the clue right.
But that's harder for like, because like advanced for,
Okay.
yeah.
That's true. That's fine. It also,
It's just more fair.
Card jokes. We're not giving clues about the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got it.
I would, but like, that'd be extremely unfair. Because
It's true. It's true.
uh,
Jack.
okay, I'm definitely not doing that side, even though that's your topic.
What was it say?
Art and commerce.
Oh.
That's such a hard one to.
No.
So you have one hit wonder.
Okay.
Pop icon.
Okay. So the person, not the song.
Chris Brown.
Chris Brown. Okay. Well, he's definitely not a one-hit wonder. He's definitely an icon, but he's not entirely pop. He's R&B. He's an icon. So I'm going.
By a mile. Because he's half infinite.
No, he's not a one-hit wonder.
No, that's dead center.
He's nowhere close to a one-hit wonder.
Exactly. That's why it's dead center. Means he has songs, but he's not a pop icon. Because he's R&B. That's why I was like,
No, but
because,
he's also done pop as well.
but he also has like beats up his girlfriend and everything. I'm like, he's not an icon.
Son of a bitch.
I'm like, he has got a good music, so okay, that puts him in the center. But like, he's not icon status anymore.
Stupid head.
I don't know. I was like, one hit wonder. I was like, okay, they have one song, Hanson.
Lou Bega would have been like the ultimate one-hit wonder.
Oh, I would've got
Mambo number 5.
Or not, sure. Yeah, Hanson Bop was the only instant one hit wonder I knew.
Yeah. Probably I probably would have said Hinder.
Lips of an Angel.
Yeah, because they're nowhere near pop. Then they've
Yeah, I
had
don't
more.
like
They've had
pop
more than
icon.
they've had.
I wish they said music icon.
Yeah, that's kind of what I. Yeah. All right.
All right.
Mildly addictive, highly addictive, or bad good. Let's go with mildly addictive, highly addictive.
No.
Okay. So I'm mildly addictive. You're highly addictive. Why is it gonna be mildly?
Not
Highly like that. That just like makes that so small instead of like.
What do you mean?
Not-
Based on your definition of everyone has an addiction, therefore it has to be mildly. It can't be unaddictive.
Mildly addictive.
They wrote this because of you.
Oh my lord. All right. Well. Can I go good or bad?
Cocaine.
Mountain Dew.
Okay, that's I would consider all the way to my side being like cocaine or like heroin or something. That's highly addictive. Probably like heroin. So Mountain Dew for me, I drink a lot of Mountain Dew. Because it's delicious.
Because it's delicious.
But based on how Nick thinks, he thinks I'm addicted to Mountain Dew. I'm gonna go right there.
So fucked. So fucked.
What do you mean mildly?
Because you don't think you're addicted. Because
You did.
This is why I didn't want to. That's why I didn't want to specify like we had to do based on our thinking or your thinking.
You know what you could have put? Water.
Water's not addictive at all.
Therefore, I would have gone all the way over there.
I guess so.
That would have been the easiest clue to make me go all the way
I
over
wasn't.
there.
I wasn't thinking about going past the actual like theme.
Constraint?
Yeah, I was working within my constraints.
No, you constrained yourself.
Yep, it's true.
Fuck.
Walking.
All right, there is our range. And I love it. Yeah, we didn't even have to go for a food product. You could have gone with anything. Oh, that doesn't
Yeah, I
matter.
know. I know. But about the conversation, it's like, okay, based on conversation, he thinks that Mountain Dew is not addictive at all. So I was like, okay, Mountain Dew.
Okay, I can't use this side. You're not a history person, really, the way I am. Okay. It says good president, bad president.
Yeah, I have an idea of the presidents, just not when they were.
Yeah, I don't know how many of you. I don't know how many of them you know, like what they've done in their careers, other than the past recent
I bet
ones.
you there's obvious ones
So.
that you could use, but
Weird, strange,
okay.
which is also horrifying of a clip
Interesting.
type.
Weird, strange. All right. You know, they're making this game. There's like, oh, this is gonna fuck with this so bad.
Ruin relationships if people do that.
It's like they're never gonna be able to get this shit. You think
Uh,
that's weird? You think that's strange? We had a movie of Dude, Where's Your Car, where they just play Wavelength.
Okay. Maybe. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go with this. Collecting stamps.
All right. So, weird or strange? Collecting stamps, I feel, is pretty neutral for the most part. Then is it weird or strange at all to collect stamps? Strange, I would think, would be like dipping into. I think they're just kind of weird for collecting stamps. I'm gonna go there. So close.
Yes.
So close.
I was like,
So
oh, we're not 80 years old. Like, it's a little more weirder than that.
Yeah,
like
so
nowadays.
Right? The mindset was
Yeah,
not
we're getting there.
I just didn't think
Next
it was
week.
I don't
Next
think
week
it
will
was
be better.
as weird.
All right, that was 6. All right, we're gonna play all 10 because I want to see how this goes.
Here we go. Oh, yeah. Okay, we're definitely deciding. Underrated weapon, overrated weapon.
Oh my god.
I'm an underrated weapon. You're an overrated weapon.
Oh, wow, not even strength of weapon, but or how it's rated. My god. Okay. Let's see what you give me, and then we'll go from there.
I just thought it would be a fun thing. Now I gotta think of fucking weapons. Other than a bazooka and a grenade.
I can think of 100.
Underrated weapon. Overrated weapon. Okay. A knife.
Of course, you would give me knife out of all of the weapons.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh my. Didn't even give me a type of knife. You just gave me a knife.
Well, yeah, I feel like if I went to types, I said knife. To say knife, I gotta stop talking.
A generic knife. I think it's perfectly rated. In terms of as using it as a weapon, not as a cutting of meat. Cutting of human meat, not a cutting of other meat. I have nothing else but think literally a knife as just generic knife is perfectly rated.
I think it's entirely underrated.
But you didn't give me a type of knife.
No, knives in general, I think are just underrated.
If you said paring knife, I would have been like, that's drastically overrated.
Any knife in a fight, I think people underestimate a
it's
knife
powerful, yeah.
entirely.
But because you didn't give it, like if you said,
I couldn't give you no, because I think literally all knives are underrated. That's why I said
we
knife.
never had this conversation, so I didn't know it was.
No, we haven't.
Alright. Yes, get rid of that. It's not picking advanced will be great. Okay. Jesus. Oh, not doing that. Oh my god, it's worse. I don't even know how to guess that one, so we're going this one. Unstable? Stable. Oh man, I wish it was in a certain spot, but I'll say it after. Just for the hilariousness of it.
Yeah. The life of the wife was ended by the knife. She said nunchucks. I feel like nunchucks are underrated.
I have a perfect one if Jed was sitting here to give to her. But you're not going to get the reference good enough to like be able to.
Taylor Swift.
No, Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
But the specific character, I don't know if you'd be able to like see where I was going with it.
Douche. I know Harry Potter. I grew up watching those shows, reading those books.
There's not even any shows yet.
I grew up watching that movie. It's
7 of them.
It's practically a show. Exactly.
They're making a show.
There's the same number of movies as there are episodes in a season of show now. A season of show.
A season of show. Unstable. This is brutal. This is a
This-
really hard one.
This
actually.
is Board's version of Hues and Clues.
No, it's way better than that.
No, but it's the same thing. Like you're trying to give a clue and trying to get them to put something in a specific spot.
True, but it's not color related. That's worse. I was putting a puzzle together today.
Yeah.
And and this is not a me thing for sure. On the box, it's like Disney princesses.
Yeah.
So there's like borders of like different things, and on the box it's in gold or silver.
Right.
The one in front of me, pink.
Huh.
Because you get they give you this overlay afterwards, and they showed you the end product on the box. They didn't show you how you build it. Because like the overlay is just a sticker you put on top. And I'm like, you should show me like how to put the puzzle together. Like this, I had these two pieces. I'm like, these don't exist at all in this puzzle.
Hilarious.
And then finally, I found a spot because it was all that was left.
Amazing.
I'm like, oh, this is dumb. Okay. Stable, unstable. Oh, all right. Let's left field because we're not winning this anyway.
Yeah, sure. We don't have
Ascendancy.
ascendancy. Stable or unstable?
We didn't rate it at 0.
Oh, most is a 2.
Yeah.
That's why they put it at 0.
You know what? On a scale of 5, that's a 2.5. That's a 2.
Oh my
On a
lord.
scale of 5, that's a 2.
I was thinking straight up, it's like, nah. Like, unstable.
That wasn't a bad end.
Unstable. Get the fuck out of here.
If it was stable, I was gonna say. If the thing was all over here, I was just saying horses. Stables.
There you go. Move your stupid head.
Oh man, this is great.
Oh lord. First try is pervert. Oh my gosh, you're looking.
I didn't. I see it. I see the back. I can't even see what's on.
Oh, you see my eyes are looking.
Oh.
Let's see what this is here.
What was the other side? Oh yeah, look at the other side. Like I wasn't giving you any.
Round animal, pointy animal.
Like I could give you one end or the other. I cannot give you anything in between.
Narwhal.
Yeah.
It's a whale. It has a
Fucking
point, but it's also slightly round.
Jigglypuff.
All right. So we're going. Fuck, I forgot where it was. Okay. We have useless body part, useful body part.
I'm useful.
So you're useful.
Okay.
I'm useless.
Okay. Let's make a fun one.
Useless. Useful.
I understand the body parts. I went to health class.
Pinky toe.
Pinky toe. Oh no, you would give me that. Oh.
Told you.
Pinky. So if you said pinky finger, I would have been most useless. Pinky finger is not useful necessarily. Pinky toe is required to stand. It's like almost as useful as a body part could be, other than the ones to breathe and survive.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. I was trying to figure out, like, okay, would you think the pinky toe is more useful or the big toe?
Oh, pinky toe.
That's what I was going back and forth.
You can take your big toe off and stand. Like the
I
pinky
know.
toe is like literally for stability.
The pinky toe is for stability, but you could still
Poop.
you just get fucked because you have to be like on you inside your feet all the time.
Oh, sure. It would be annoying, but yeah.
13. Woo! Move my head up.
Can we get to 25? Maybe.
Maybe we'll see.
All right, where are we at? Oh,
Who
sorry,
knows?
we'll show it for everybody. Yeah. These are both kind of fun.
Makes sense.
Thrilling, terrifying.
Okay. Why did you say Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
Bungee jumping.
Bungee jumping. That's good. All right. I'm gonna start off in the middle because it's definitely thrilling. It could definitely be terrifying. I think it's more thrilling though, but I don't think it's all the way. There's some terror that's there. Okay.
Well, he doesn't think how I think.
You think it's terrifying?
Nope. I'm an adrenaline junkie. I'm like, what is the most thrilling thing I could think of? Jumping into nowhere.
Yeah, but there's some.
It's also like because it got caught on the corner, it's like both ways. So I'm like, oh, if he thinks it's fully terrifying, we get points. If you think it's fully thrilling, we get points. The other time was Nerd Jock.
I saw that.
And I'm like,
All right, here we go.
I guess I could have done Nerd Jock. He's the nerdiest person I could think of.
Let's see what we got here in the middle. All right. Interesting. We're gonna do this one because we're trying to figure out how to do gradients on that.
Fantastic!
So I'm Gryffindor. You're Slytherin.
Is that wait? What are you? What is your house?
Ravenclaw.
Oh, yeah.
I'm too inquisitive to be Gryffindor.
I'm perfectly Slytherin.
Yeah, you are. All right. Well, it's gonna work, but Harry Potter.
The one who the hat wanted to put in Slytherin, and he chose to go to Gryffindor. Well, he's not the most Gryffindor. The most Gryffindor would definitely be Ron. Hermione should be a Ravenclaw. She shouldn't even be in Gryffindor. Godric would be the most Gryffindor since that's his last name. We'll start here. So Harry Potter, definitely more Gryffindor.
Gryffindor. Are you a Gryffindorian?
Literally in the, I'm pretty sure in the book, like the hat says, I think Slytherin, and he's like, no, I want to go to Gryffindor. Oh, he's like, not Slytherin, not Slytherin.
It says in the movie too.
Nope, you went all the way over.
Right?
That's Ron Weasley.
No. I was thinking because it's not entirely down here.
That's Godric. If you said Ron Weasley, I would have put it literally about there.
Okay. Because I was thinking, okay, entirely Gryffindor is anyone who's like in Gryffindor, and then it's like, okay,
no.
who belongs
See,
there?
I went, mentally,
and then I was like,
are they not in Gryffindor? Do they belong in Gryffindor?
Was it? That's what I went after. I was like, okay, everyone who's in Gryffindor.
Or if you said Fred, if you said any
there.
of the Weasleys, I would have put it there.
Then I was like, how do you back him off? I was like, okay, Harry Potter to back off is slightly towards Slytherin because he's more Gryffindor than Slytherin. Like much,
for sure.
much more. But it's like I was thinking, okay, the parcel tongue in history.
Yeah.
I almost said Harry Potter's father because he's kind of a dick.
You said any Weasley, I would have put it almost right there. All right. Well, we each have 2 to go.
There we go.
Spin this. Aim for 25 points.
Let's like keep these back here so we don't redo them.
True. Okay, let's see what our poison is. Oh, it's another advance. Awesome.
At this point, we should have to get collectively 50 by the end of the month. Yes, nah.
I don't know if I can give a clue for this one, though. The other one, at least I can potentially give a clue.
Uvula.
You know what? Let's have fun with this. Expected, unexpected.
Patronum.
Okay, so expected, unexpected.
It's in the middle. It's Kickstarters. They arrive expected or unexpected. Name the best way to pass time while waiting in line at the theme park. Heads up. So many times I've just whipped out the phone and done that while in line. No?
No, I just pay the extra money and get advance pass.
It's so much fun with like friends like in line, just pen heads up the entire time.
Like literally skipped one of the rides at Universal Japan because it was too long to wait. Oh my god, like that.
Wow.
It was 180 minutes. I'm not waiting for like 3 hours for a ride.
That's a lot. That's a lot. That one's a lot. Jesus.
That was the Donkey Kong one.
Oh, that makes sense.
Which I really want to do because you don't have it.
It just opened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, theirs in Japan's been open for years.
Not the Donkey Kong one. The Donkey Kong one just opened there.
No, it just opened in Universal, Florida.
Oh, that's
Epic,
right.
Yeah, Epic Universe just opened.
That's right.
Yeah, they've had it for like a year.
I knew that one just opened.
Yeah, that was Epic Universe.
Yeah.
Expected.
God, Florida's theme park is so much better than ours.
Oh, here we go.
It's in the middle. It's in the middle. It's gonna say baby.
Oh no. There's too many things to prevent, and that's just weird. Rolling a 3.
Rolling a 3. Well, Nick rolled. So this would be a 1, because that's expected. So 6 is unexpected. 3's in the middle. I'm gonna go slightly more towards expected. Yeah, let's go there. Nice.
That's a 4 too.
Yep.
I was thinking
Nick rolling.
Expected. My first thought, sunrise. I'm like, okay, it happens every day. Like it's 100% expected. Like it's gonna happen.
It's gonna be a weird day when it doesn't.
Oh yeah, exactly. So I'm like, okay, that's 100% expected. 100% unexpected would be like no traffic in Los Angeles, or something.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, how do I get to the middle? All right.
There we go. Find my card. Oof.
I love how only like 20% of these, 25% of these cards are advanced, and somehow we're picking them. I mean, they're all shuffled in.
Oh man. Maybe. All right. Gossip is my way. News is your way. I have an idea. I don't know if it's gonna work.
It doesn't matter now. Just go for it. We're not winning.
Twitter.
It's fake news.
Or X.
All right. So Twitter. There's definitely like news. There is some news on Twitter, but it's definitely mostly gossip. It's random people posting shit about shit. So the center, I would say, would be like Fox News. It's definitely more on the gossip side, but not 100%. There's definitely way more gossip. It's not TLC. And that's not what
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
TMZ is where I was going.
It's definitely not TLC.
It's
not tender loving care either.
It's not TMZ. Is where I was going.
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
I think Twitter is mostly gossip, though. I think I'm gonna go right there. You went right in the center?
Yeah, because like people gossip on there, but all the news stations also post actual news on there. It's like a
but there's more people
amount.
posting gossip than there are news channels posting news.
Not necessarily, because they typically
by user count.
Gossiping about the news. I wouldn't have said Fox News because that's
you can't say Fox News.
Yeah.
That's
Fox News.
Yeah.
I guess that Fox.
That's true. All right, last one for each of us. Yeah, let's pick a good one.
The other one was it was guilty pleasure or actually just bad.
That would have been fun.
was like, I couldn't think of anything.
I don't like this description because we're definitely disagreeing on some of that one. Dangerous job, safe job.
Okay. That's pretty straightforward.
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Construction worker.
Okay. There's definitely danger involved in the job. I wouldn't say it's a dangerous job. If you follow safety precautions, it could be in the middle, but I think there's some danger involved. It's probably more safe. All right, we'll go there.
Fantastic.
You think it's way more dangerous than I do, apparently.
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm thinking like you're hanging on the side of the building, anything could happen. Like,
Well, no, you have like
cranes break all the time.
they have things that literally harness you up and to prevent all that
sometimes.
stuff from happening. So most of the time, it's safe.
I should have said construction job without OSHA.
Fantasy or sci-fi? Should have gone with that one.
That's a hard thing to get. Like,
Alright. I think so.
I think we would have differed on some things, like
Fantasy-
where it fits.
Fantasy
Exactly.
is very different than sci-fi.
Well, I agree, but
What would you?
there's some things that go in between.
Like what?
Zathura.
Okay.
Zathura's half. The third to me would be Dead Center.
Okay.
But
All right.
but again, like if I say a fantasy movie, how far fantasy is fantasy? That's why I was like that.
Well, like if there's any kind of robotics involved, then I would slightly shift it towards sci-fi.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Yeah. Okay.
a weird one.
Alright,
Like
good.
Lord of the Rings, be like, oh, fantasy. There's no sci-fi in that.
There we go.
Last one. Here we go. Can we we can't get to 25. Can't even get halfway.
Pick another advanced one.
Nice. Did we record this video? We did. Just kidding.
Hilarious one.
Everyone gets to see how bad we are at working together. It's the point of the month of May.
You both kind of difficult. I think because the way I think, and I think the way you think. I'm gonna do it because it's hard. Illegal and legal. You're legal. I'm illegal.
No.
The difficulty is, I think we both thinking like, no, that's illegal, or no, that's legal. So
Yeah.
any kind of gray area doesn't
there's not
exist.
much.
So
Everything's legal. There's no ethics.
alright, let's see here.
Hello, what are you doing here? Where'd you go? Hi.
Okay. It's like trying to think of, okay, what's potentially legal or illegal in some places but not others, to where that could have
Oh.
something maybe.
Well, okay.
Okay, I think I have
That's just a
one.
weird one on the back.
I know. I don't know if you will get this or not.
Well, I haven't been the whole time, so.
It's true. Riding in the back of a truck bed.
Oh, okay. So, by law, illegal, but I've done it. It's definitely not the most illegal. It's not murder. I guess unless you hit a pothole and they fly off. I'm just kidding. That'd be manslaughter, not murder.
You just hit a wall and just slingshot. Like a
catapult.
Oh, there
Or
it goes.
trebuchet. Okay, so riding in the back of the truck bed. So it's definitely not legal, but how illegal would we consider versus all of the partly illegal things? I would say it's probably about there. More legal than illegal. I was thinking like the middle is like,
Well, I was thinking
okay,
because, like-
this half is all illegal, this half is all legal.
Well, yeah.
To be like,
So I was thinking based on like where we both initially grew up in. So in New England, you can ride in the back of a truck bed as long as you're sitting down.
yeah.
Exactly. So it's legal to ride in the back of a truck bed in New England as long as you're sitting down.
And you can't be on the highway though.
Right.
It has to be on the back.
That's why I was like, what would you understand? That's why I went back. 'Cause, like it's illegal everywhere else, but it is legal.
Yeah, and that's why I was like, oh, it should be like.
That's why you went literally just the opposite way.
Yep.
Like you literally went this way,
Typical.
you would have nailed it.
Typical. All right.
Oh, we suck.
So you're gonna see us do this 3 more times, and hopefully one of the 3 times we'll get to 50 points.
We got 17. We got 5 of the 10 rounds. 1/4 of the rounds we got
Points on.
Yeah. In general. I think we had 2. Yeah, we had 2 that we got 4. No, 1, 2. We had 3 that we had 4 on.
A 3 and a 2.
Yep. Woo. Alrighty. Well, that was Wavelength. Thank you for joining us here at Baldwin Board Games as we suffered, but had fun while doing it. We will be back for more. We have 3 more of these games, 4 in total, in May, just like our usual tournament months. Like I said, this time there won't be a single winner. We will either both win or we will both lose, much like the games we're playing this month. As Board iterated, we are doing solo games, or if we don't have enough individual solo games, then we'll do the solo variants of games potentially.
Oh yeah, we have plenty of those.
To figure that out, where we will take turns back and forth, or however it works out best for us in that game to hopefully win.
Yeah.
But most likely not. But we will see you at the table for that. I'm Bald.
On board.